Good evening, parents. This is a video to go over how to solve one of the question types they'll see a lot when we're doing data and graphing. So one of the questions that they're going to see a lot is how many more people chose a certain option on the graph. So this question, number 10 on the homework, says, how many more students like to read chapter books than magazines? This is a comparing question, and this is pretty difficult for our scholars. So a way to scale it back and help your child if they're struggling with this, first they need to compare how many, or realize how many students chose chapter books. I went ahead, there are 6 students who chose chapter books, and then there are 4 students who chose, or 5 students who chose magazines. So I'm gonna draw, I already made some labels. I'm going to draw the number of students who like chapter books, and that's 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now I'm going to draw how many students like magazines, and that's 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So since this is comparing, explain to your child that when you compare, you're seeing what's the same and how many are extras. So first we're going to start off to see what's the same, and that way we can see what's left over and what are the extras. So 1 and 1 is the same, 2 and 2 is the same, and I'm drawing the lines so that they can actually see which ones are the same. 3 and 3 is the same, 4 and 4 is the same, 5 and 5 is the same. 6 is the only extra. There's only one more extra in the chapter books than there are magazines. So when it says how many more students like to read chapter books than magazines, there's just one more student who likes chapter books than magazines. So that says 1 student, and they can cross off the S. When they are doing, if your child, like, if this is too easy for them and they kind of get the concept, we've talked about counting on. So comparing by starting with a smaller number. So between chapter books and magazines, the smaller number is 5 for magazine. Putting that in their heart, and then counting on till they get to 6. 5, 6. How many extra did you need to get to 6? Just 1. So you can either have them compare by actually drawing the lines, and this is if they're really not getting and seeing that they need to find how many extras there are, and then you can use the counting on strategy if they do understand what they're doing and how they're comparing.